because Nash has a pretty decent zoning game because he can throw pretty slow booms, right? But Balrog, of course, his V skill kind of negates the boom. He can just spin around it, and that's definitely going to be a factor here. Of course, we saw CrossedMoon shitposting in chat before about how OP V Trigger 2 for Balrog is. So if he doesn't go V Trigger 2 now, it's definitely banned from Discord Live, etc. But he's going V Trigger 2, so he's fine. He's fine. Sorry, Thomas, I'm not playing today since I'm playing tomorrow. I'm hosting today. I know a lot of you want to see me play though, of course, especially Thomas. But yeah, nice anti-air there. Marcus going for it. That's unsafe, but no punish from CrossedMoon. Both players. Of course, Marcus going in a little bit cold here. And misses the anti-air. Nice conversion from CrossedMoon. Goes for the shimmy. But somehow Marcus actually manages to both grab and punish the same shimmy attempt. And a raw activation from CrossedMoon. Catches him. Knocks on the door. Oh, gets the counter hit. Into the V-Trigger 2. Gets Oki here. And another. And that's... I think somehow CrossedMoon is trying to show me why Kamelku should have played V-Trigger 2. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me imagining things. Yeah, Marcus, of course, as we said before, it's coming into this cold. He needs to warm up. And it's one hell of a thing to warm up against Balrog having you in the corner, right? Which you can see there. A bit of an execution error. And just like that, CrossedMoon has pushed Marcus side to side. Plus frames. And again. And CrossedMoon, he has such a big life lead. He doesn't need to try to overcommit. He can just take his time, pick his spot here. Oh, eats the V-Trigger reset. And stun is mounting up. It's definitely a factor here. Pro to build more on it. I like that V-reversal, but actually Marcus is really close to making this combat. Blocks low. Gets the counter hit. And the V-reversal. The dash punch. That was actually a punish, probably. I did not actually factor that in. That's really strong for Balrog in this matchup. If he can consistently punish max ranged scythe like that, that's gonna be a pretty big factor. Didn't even think of that. So not only can he just V-skill around the boom, he can also, and we're going back to lobby here it seems. CrossedMoon not happy and went back for some reason. Probably to create more work for me since I have to change around the scoreboard because of it. Thank you, CrossedMoon. You bastard. Oh, but that was a really nice set and like a really nice first game there. Moon icing himself. Maybe it was too hot. Maybe it was too hot that round. He was like, damn. I did too many hot things. I need to make Marcus realize all the sick shit I did this match so that they're burnt into his retina and makes him gonna look out for them right now. So maybe it's just levels of Yomi, levels of like mental play. But yeah, the more I think of it, the more this matchup's gonna suck for Nash because I don't know exactly what does. If anybody knows the Nash Balrog matchup, Kamelku, if you're in here, let us know what Nash actually got going for him in this matchup. Nice neutral jump there, and into the V-Trigger activation. It's not gonna be a lot of damage, but a lot of stun, and the corner position, which is very important. Sizing another word for masturbating? Maybe, Claude. It depends on your kink. I ain't one to kink shame. So, and he actually pressed there. That was plus, but CrossedMoon challenged it, and wisely so. Took the round because of it. Yes. Goes low after the plus frames, and the sweep there. Good for Marcus. Really nice shimmy as well. And Nash has these normals that are kind of annoying to deal with because they're decently fast startup. Like they're not fast normals as in the sense of actually punishing people, but they're like mediocre in startup, and then they're really fast in recovery. So a lot of the times you want to like take your turn when he whiffs something, and it kind of creates a pseudo whiff trap, making you whiff. And Marcus is really good at using that to his advantage. He dashes in, that's gonna be the round. Making it 1-1 in rounds here. Marcus took V-Skill 2, but he wasn't the one who went to the lobby. He had V-Skill 2 before, right? Or did I not see that? CC. Tries to keep the corner control there. Could have been a punish. Oh, goes for... I like that though. No V reversal from CrossedMoon. It's really close to being stunned here, but the stun is going down, but finds the big sweep there. Into the activation. Oh, finds the overhead. Goes for the command grab there. Oh, that's punishable. No full punish. At least takes his turn. In a good position here. That's gonna be it. Making it 1-1 here. And I don't think this set is gonna take as long as the last one. So, because both these players, they do like to run their pressure. V-Skill 1 is for the fireballs, yeah. His V-Skill 2, this is new for Season 5, so maybe we should talk about it a little bit. So what Nash V-Skill 2 does is, it powers up his sights. So his light sight becomes, I think, +3 on block. His medium sight becomes -5, it's usually -10, if I remember correctly. And it also makes his anti-air sight a lot better, and I think it gives him access to some new combos as well. Thanks for the follower, XGNIO. Welcome to the stream. And nice pressure here. Obviously, Marcus has a pretty big... Oh, goes for a nice little V-trigger mix-up there. And the stun is mounting. Actually, this is not a bad position for Marcus anymore. Activation. Oh, micro walk into the command grab. Gotta guess here. Because new for Balrog this season is that they actually get those command grabs in loop in those V-trigger. And those are pretty... They're pretty annoying to deal with because they do like 300 stun or something. Which is a lot, the total stun bar being 1000 in general. So it's a lot. It's a lot of stun. 350. 350? Is that what you're saying, Tony? Tony, is that what you're saying? That's a lot of stun. So if you get 2 of those loops, it's 700 stun. And you know, there's some characters that only have like 900 stun or something, you know. Then you're in a pretty bad spot after that. So goes for the V-trigger. The V-trigger's gone, but nice little shimmy there. And that's also it's like a shimmy setup when you go for that. Nice interruption on the dash. I like that. The dashes are checked. No command grab for you. And Marcus takes a round with that. And CrossedMoon is walking into the position that he wants to be. Not letting Marcus dictate the spacing here, but Marcus doing well in finding all these small hits. And that's pretty much what Nash does. He kind of annoys you to death. Unless he gets a pretty big V-trigger conversion, which he can get. Usually there are ways to avoid it-ish if you're ready. Oh, big overhead into the command grab. That's going to be stunned for sure. The question is, how is the scaling on this? Ah, he's dead. 2-1. Crossed. Just don't guess wrong. Tony, you don't say a lot of wise stuff, but that was pretty wise. What is scaling, indeed? No, but I mean, usually if you stun someone with a throw, it's not often you can combo into a throw. If you combo into a throw for normal characters, it's usually from a CC or something like that. CC into command throw or something. And the CC itself, it adds scaling, and then the more hits you do, the more scaling to the damage. But it was only a 2 hits into throw or something that actually stunned him, so it wasn't that much of scaling actually. So yeah, goes low this time, has Marcus into the corner. Nice reversal. Marcus, really nice throw. Gets the corner position, goes for the plus frames, gets the counter hit, no proper conversion though. I don't think he can cancel that back medium kick. I think he gotta always link into it, and it was a little bit too far away to get a proper link. Anti-air jab, you hate to see it. Nice. I don't know if that was not the punish though, because it was actually a counter hit, so. But at least, even if he doesn't get the full timing down to actually punish those medium sides, it doesn't give Marcus time enough to actually do anything after. So if he does a medium side in neutral like that, he gotta hold it afterwards. He can't go for any shenanigans because that dash punch is gonna go. It's gonna stop whatever he tries to do. Exactly, Sensor. I'm telling you, Cross, he likes to talk that shit. He likes to talk that shit. Then he does it right. Then he does it himself. So nice anti-air there from Marcus. Talking about fake shit, Nash isn't allowed to dash after anti-air crouching medium punch. He got some buffs this season. That means that when he does his hard kick and another button that I kind of forgot that he can also anti-air with, or maybe it's side. But when he gets his hard kick, he can actually dash and go for like this ambiguous side switch 50-50, which means that's actually, you gotta hold that dash. But from crouching medium punch, which is one of Nash's go-to anti-airs, he's not allowed to dash for it. Oh, that's really nice. Goes for a frame kill there and then goes low, making it 2-2 here. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that we have a pretty good set coming up.
Round one. Fight.
Yeah, in between games I took the chance to load up with some new beer and some new snus, so I'm all good to go. But yeah, both players trying to get a feel for each other. They're both trying to make adjustment based on the behaviors of the other player, which means they're changing their strings depending on the answer that they think the opponent is going to make. So instead of like taking their time and taking their patience into like anti-airing, working with the spacing, etc., both of them are trying to change the strings that they use to counterplay the other opponent's counterplay. It's something you see more and more higher up during the pressure in the leagues. Both these players are pretty good at it. Of course, it seems like right now it's not working out for CrossedMoon because Marcus is going, everything's just hitting, and it's like all these small hits. Oh, he drops it though. That would have been the game. And that's it. That's it. 3-2 for Marcus there. Why is every Nash so goddamn good at anti-airing? Because it's had a shit anti-air for like over 4 years, log. Actually, it's pretty much been 4 years. For 4 years, he has had a shit anti-air. And I don't know, how was his anti-air jab in Season 1? Actually, I don't remember. Because back then, everybody could anti-air jab. So we can see CrossedMoon going back this time. Which is pretty nice because that means that I don't have to do anything. Scoreboard is intact. Not peeing in bottles yet. That's true, Struggles. Or maybe I have. And maybe you listen to me doing it without knowing. Nash has like 7 AA options. Yeah, that's true, Haya. He has a lot of AA options, but they're quite situational, so it's not like he has 7 AA options that beat all situations.
Round one.
It's more that he has a lot of situational options that you have to master. And it's not easy, but it's become better this season because his AA game was definitely buffed. So, even the sight is better as an AA now. It's a bit slow on startup still, but I think it has anti-air frames earlier within the move, so it's faster. Ooh, that was a dirty reset from Malkus, and no tech from CrossedMoon, showing some perseverance there, not teching. And, it might pay off here because he actually gets the hit. Damn, Malkus is just, he wants that jab, and he got the jab at the end.
Round 2. Fight.
So both players, they're buffering moves behind normals here. Both of them having around 300 actions per second. And I know, because Marcus is known in the Swedish community as the person with like 5 million actions per minute. As you guys can see, it's a playstyle he handles really well, and I think CrossedMoon is kind of giving a nudge to it, like, hey, I'm seeing what you're doing here. Let me try to bring your game to you, but it's not working out for CrossedMoon. He's having to hold this L if he continues. Yeah, that crouchy jab actually stopping the dash punch a couple of times, but that anti-air traded? I'm kind of surprised at that, to be honest, because Balrog's anti-air is pretty good. Is this StarCraft 2? Yeah. Marcus been in one of those cellars in South Korea, you know, where they actually have to practice action per second or action per minute or some shit.
Round 1.
He's been playing with all the StarCraft 2 pros,
Fight.
except that he brought his pad and put Nash on the screen. But yeah, CrossedMoon getting a better start this time, getting Marcus into the corner, and just gotta be able to hold this corner position. Nice punish on the sweep, but somehow Marcus finds a hit, and suddenly they're back into neutral again. Oh, and suddenly Crossed is actually pretty close to stun, but the raw activation actually buys him time for that stun bar to go down. Finds the command grab, and now Marcus gotta guess, and he holds it. Third time is the charm as the command grab lands. Marcus would be a good hunter main with that APM. Maybe Tony, maybe he would, but more in like Street Fighter 2, because now everybody can do the 1000 slaps or whatever it's called, right? And again, Crossed getting in here, running his shimmy game. Nice punish on the dash punch there, not spaced well enough. And a delayed bottom, but Marcus isn't biting, but the overhead finds activation. Time to guess. Goes for the wake up jab into the jump over and somehow gets out. It doesn't have V-trigger here though. He's probably gonna find a way to build it. He has it now. And the anti-air there. Cross. On point. Making it 4-3.
Balrog wins.
It's true, Slitvibe. That's where the optimization comes in. Because you have to take recovery on buttons into consideration, right? Because if you press 2 buttons with a lot of recovery, you could probably have pressed 15 really fast buttons. And it's for sure something that Marcus has mastered. Something he has mastered. Nice punish on the dash punch. Gets the counter hit conversion from the moonsault there. Goes for the moonsault loops. And he didn't interrupt it, but he actually pressed after it. Interesting choice for CrossedMoon. It works out for him. Finds the jump in there. Marcus not being able to anti-air while he's working on his actions per minute there. Wake up's on his side. That's not a true EXDP, but it does beat pros. It does beat pros. There goes the round to CrossedMoon.
Round 2. Fight.
And he finds the dash in there. Goes for the jump in. CrossedMoon ready with the anti-air. And that's I think you can meet it that, so that shouldn't be a punish, but I'm not 100% sure. Finds the shimmy there, and the stone was mounting up, but Marcus again, being slippery, finding his way outside, out of that corner. Interesting trades going on here, but Marcus currently can't afford taking those trades. Nice sight there. Oh, goes around, and with that V-skill, ooh, that's a lot. That's hella minus, but CrossedMoon not ready because you block like one of those in every like 100 games against Nash or something, and it has such a whack block stun that you're never ready to punish it, but they're all heavily punishable. Ooh, actually gets up the V-skill going there, but CrossedMoon taking it, making it 4-4 now.
Balrog wins.
Hey, Gabriel. Yo, Harry the Beast. I don't know who Gabriel is, and I don't know why you're rooting for him, but welcome to the stream. I'll be back in 1 second, guys.
Round one. Fight.
Sonic, no use. Get lost. Sonic, your guard's down. Move away.
And we're back, and as I see it, Marcus has worked his crossed into the corner, but crossed now having Marcus into the corner instead. Nice EX dash punch there. Ooh, that was meaty. That crouching, what was crouching meaty punch? That was meaty. Gets the conversion, tries to go for a reset instead of canceling into something there. And the corner switch up, Marcus not ready for it. Gets the throw. That's dirty. That's dirty.
Round two.
Ah, that was meaty, love. That was meaty. Yeah, I think Moon could have killed Tony. V-reversal just to get some space out of there. You see, what Marcus is doing is pressing so many buttons that you're never ready for his forward movement. And he's really good at using that to his advantage and moving forward. It's really hard to deal with. Me and Marcus plays a lot, and it took me quite some time to be able to effectively handle that. Ooh, that's punishable. Not the full punish from Marcus there. That target combo from Balrog that goes low 2 times. It's even a minus on activation now, so it was changed back in season 3, I think. Used to be heavily plus on activation when Balrog was actually a broken character. Nice V-trigger conversion there. And this is a pretty important game because you want to go up 5-4 here. You don't want to be the one who goes 5-4 under. That's plus, but CrossedMoon does not care, presses. And the same goes for Marcus, he presses right back. A lot of disrespect going on in this set. Is that gonna be it? Yes, it is. Crossed going up 5-4 here.
Balrog wins.
Marcus is a nightmare to play against if you're not awake. You know what? You know what? Hjelström. I think Hjelström, tell me if you're wrong, but you're right on that. Right? So, even if you're a woke person, it's still hell to play against because then you have no excuse. You have no excuse to be eating that shit, but you're still gonna do it. Because he's so good at diverting your attention to stuff and finding a way in. Nice juggle there.
Your guard's down.
Your guard is down, he says, taking a weak position. Upping that V-skill. I don't know how much that actually builds and if it's a factor that it actually properly builds, but considering that Nash V-skill 1 is just absorbing fireballs, right? It's not like Bison's where you can actually parry hit moves and stuff. It's a reliable way to actually build V-trigger. Compared to... Ooh, actually command grabs the V-reversal. Really nice there. And it goes for it again. Look at that stun bar. What? But yeah, Marcus just going for it, but the back throw's gonna take it there. Taking it around. My name is Pial. Two bluffs suffering from success. You might be onto something, Tony. But yeah, Marcus under heavy pressure. That's a big counter hit, but no cancel. That would have been the stun of the game, but finds the stun here. And Crossed for sure gonna go up. 6-4. Marcus has his back against his wall here. He got to win 2 games now
Balrog
to make it
wins.
6-6. Because that means that Crossed is on set point here. He's tilted. Yeah, of course he's tilted. He's playing against Balrog. But to be honest, when you play that style that Marcus plays, are you allowed to be tilted? I mean,
Fight.
you guys, if you don't get tilted playing against Marcus, yeah, for sure, Tony. You know that CrossedMoon is one of those people who really hates Sweden for some reason, and he wants to see all Swedes destroyed. And if he's gonna be carrying the flag for that crusade of his, he better win this set. Otherwise, we will all ridicule him forever. But it's on a good way to taking the set though, because that's a good anti-air. Oh, gets the big CC. The 15 million jabs into dash grab worked for him. And somehow Crossed blocked that. But still under heavy pressure here. Nice interruption. Comes a trade, but Marcus still finds the hit he needs after that throw. Take in the round. And he needs the momentum swinging to his favor here. What the fuck are those jabs? I mean, you say, what the fuck are those jabs? And while you're saying that, he's in your face and he's gonna grab you, lock. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And that's what those jabs are. He needs a minor adjustment. This is very true lit. He needs to find that 10-0 minor adjustment. Nice. Getting that jab in there on the landing. It was a counter hit though, so it's not actually a proper trick guard. But Crossed has Marcus into the corner now. He's fighting his way out. Goes low and fights a big hit afterwards. Plus frames activation. No combo. I can hear Marcus from here saying, Capcom, please. Didn't you buff this character? Ooh, no conversion. Gets the punish. A conversion, it was actually a punish. Oh, that was almost a whip punish. Goes for the overhead. Takes it 5-6 here.
Nash wins.
I don't know, guys. I think this kind of set is why you usually have a co-commentator, because I think my mouth is going to have a cramp after this. Yo, Taste, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Round 1. Fight.
Did it catch a light on the side? Yeah, it should just confirm it, bro. Yeah, good pokes here from Marcus. He's finding those irritating jabs. Then, even if they don't do much damage, they affect the spacing you're at afterwards. And when you're playing against things that happens a lot, you don't want to have to focus on where you are on the screen constantly, because that's gonna mess up a lot of your reads and things that you want to be focusing on instead. CrossedMoon finding a lot of hits here. Nice shimmy. And another shimmy. Goes for the throw there after the button missed. Really nice by Crossed. And Crossed, 1 round away from taking the set now. Marcus cannot afford to lose any more rounds. If he takes the match though, it's going to be a tiebreaker here. Nice punish on the dash punch. -4. And one of the few times that it's actually okay to have a 4-framer. Interrupts the dash punch. Oh, blocks the overhead. Are we gonna see? Yes, nice conversion there. Gets Oki here. Goes for plus frames. And actually finds a little hit there on Cross. Cross with the activation. Finds the overhead this time. Straightly goes into the command grab. Again, dashes up, command grab. And ooh, what a tech! If he had not teched that throw, he would have been out of the set. On the armor move, patented CrossedMoon tech, waking up with that armor move. But Marcus is not giving, but it's almost dead, and he wakes up buttons anyway. And the V reversal blocks the low. And then the V reversal, but he catches the back jump with that EX straight, making it 7-5 here.
Balrog Balrog win.
What a set, guys. That could have gone either way. That could have gone either way. It was just that Marcus tried to find that little space he needed to actually be, you know, to get a little time to breathe, but Cross just wouldn't give him a single time to breathe at all, so. Well played.